And this is the meat and potatoes of pretty much what I tell everybody, and I mean everybody when I'm having conversations with them, is if you start changing the way you talk in the middle of this conversation, I can't believe you anymore, because now you're trying to change it. Like, now you're trying to figure out a way to manipulate it in your favor because you don't feel like you're winning or something like that, when we're trying to just understand each other. And I've noticed this with a lot of people that say they're super smart, intellectual, they understand society, is that then they start using these words that they hear in their echo chamber of, equal rights, justice reform, prison reform, all these reforms, transgenderism, wokeism, the quiet quitting, all this stuff, all these terms. When I start having these dialogues, these conversations with these people, and then I start trying to actually get to an actual social level with it to understand like where they're coming from, they then flip the conversation to something of, well, now we're going to go into an academics basis point. So you went from a social to an academics. Okay, those are two very different things. Two very different points are going to be solved at it. You're going to kind of address what you see from people rather than address how you are around people. And that's where I see a lot of this intellectual conversation falling and failing, is that you're trying to have a 100% dialogue your way rather than the way. Like, you need to accept that you might be talking to somebody that doesn't know what you know, that they don't even agree with what you agree with. But if you're going to talk to them and say, you're stupid, or even insinuate that, oh, you don't understand these words, like this is what's being taught in the schools. Not everybody gives a shit about school. There's people that are just craftsmen in their trade, but when they see something that's happening in society, they have a right to speak about it because they're a part of it. To shun them out, to lock them out, push them down, to treat them as an outcast. I'm going to be quite honest and just say it. You're a tyrant. You want it your way, but you're not willing to have a conversation. But you rather say to somebody, since you're not educated or well-versed, you're dumb, you're an idiot, you should go die, or whatever phrase. Multiple phrases are out there, boomer, all this extra stuff. No, I fear for the future, because if these people are willing to look at somebody and say you should die, figuratively, right now, doesn't mean it's not going to be figuratively in the next 5, 10, 20 years. So it's very wild to hear people say that when that could be them instead.